Hello, how are you children today? How do you do? Yes, I hope you're having a nice time with us on the online class. Very good. Today we're having a subject titled Guess. Yes, mathematics. Our subject for today is mathematics. And in our math class today, we shall be learning time. Time is our topic for this lesson. Subject, mathematics. Are we together? Are we together? Beautiful. What is the objective, or what are the objectives for today's lesson? At the end of this lesson, you should be able to define time, all right? Define time. Mention the times of the day. Read the time correctly. Read the time correctly, and then mention the various types of clock. Mention the various types of clock. Define time. We should be able to know what time is. Mention the times of the day. We should be able to read the time and to mention the various types of clock. Are we together? Beautiful. Now, on our first slide, the question is, what is time? What is time? Time is part of our lives that is measured in minutes, days, months, and years. Are we together? You need to pay perfect attention. Do you understand? You have to pay perfect attention for you to assimilate what we are learning today. Is that clear? Good. Now, what is time? Time is part of our lives that is measured in minutes, days, months, and years. Time measures our days. It measures it in minutes, seconds, days, months, and in years. Okay. So, what are the times of the day? What are the times of the day? We have the morning through to afternoon and afternoon through to the evening. And what do we say it is? We say ante-meridian time and post-meridian time. Is that clear? Ante-meridian meaning AM. AM refers to the morning hour. AM starts from 12 midnight to the morning hours of 11 to 12. Okay? So the PM exactly begins from 12 in the afternoon to 12 in the night. So we measure time by saying AM, meaning antemeridian, and PM, PM, post meridian. Let's take this again. AM, pardon me, AM, AM, antemeridian time and post meridian time, referring to the morning and the afternoon. Are we clear? Beautiful. So we can say it is 10 a.m. It is 5 a.m. The time is 6 a.m. We're referring to the morning hours, the dawn hours of the day. Is that clear? But when we say PM, PM, 5 p.m., 12 p.m., 3 p.m., 6 p.m., are we together? We're referring to the afternoon stroke evening period of the day. Do you understand? So we measure time in AM and in PM. Okay? Those are the times of the day. Times of the day referring to the morning afternoon, and evening. Is that clear? AM and PM. Are we together? Beautiful. Let's move on to the next slide. Reading the time. Reading the time. It's quite simple. Reading the time is simple. Once you have a clock, once there's a wristwatch on your wrist, yes, you can easily read the time. Once you know the basic timing, it's easy. Shall we take it? Yes. Let's go. Yes. When we read o'clock, when the time reads o'clock, o'clock to the hour, according to this slide, this is 2 o'clock. How do you read o'clock? Once the long hand is resting on number 12, the long hand being the hand for minutes, when it rests on number 12, you are reading o'clock. Therefore, if the short hand rests on number 2, which is the hour hand, the short hand is the hour hand. So if it rests on number 2, you have 2 o'clock, just like on the slide. Yes, pay absolute attention to it. Thank you. On the slide here, you have o'clock. Are we together? Are we together? Beautiful. Why is it o'clock? Why do we say it is o'clock? The long hand is resting on number 12. The long hand is the minute hand, and the short hand is the hour hand. You understand? So the long hand reads the minute, while the short hand reads the hour. The hour on this slide is 2. 2. 2. Can you see that? 2. But the minute hand is resting on number 12. That gives us 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock. Beautiful. So anytime you check the time and the long hand is on 12, we are reading o'clock, whether AM or PM. It is o'clock. All right? So when the long hand is on 12 and the short hand moves to number 3, we will have the time would be 3 o'clock. When it moves to number 4, we say it's 4 o'clock. When the short hand moves to number 5 and the long hand remains on number 12, we say it's 5 o'clock. When we move the short hand, that is the hour hand, when it rests on number 6 and the long hand remains on number 12, we say it is 6 o'clock. When the short hand moves to 7, it is 7 o'clock. When the short hand moves to 8, it is 8 o'clock. When it moves to 9, it is 9 o'clock. When it moves to 10, it is 10 o'clock. So if it moves to 11 and the long hand rests on number 12, it is 11 o'clock. And when the short hand rests on number 12 and the long hand rests on number 12, we say it is 12 o'clock. Whether AM or PM depends on when you're reading the time. Do you understand? Beautiful. Let's move on. Quarter to. When we read quarter to the hour, when we read quarter to the hour, we are saying that the long hand, which is the minute hand, will rest on number 9. It will rest on number 9. So whenever you check the time or you read the time and you find out that the minute hand is resting on number 9, we are reading quarter to. Therefore, in this slide, we are saying quarter to 6. Why? Because the minute hand is almost resting on number 6. Are we together? So by the time it makes its round, by the time the minute hand makes its round to number 12, the hour hand would have rested on number 6. But meanwhile, it's almost resting on number 6, it's pointing to number 6, and the minute hand is resting on number 9. Therefore, we say quarter to the hour. Quarter to the hour, which are number 6, which are number 7, which are number 8, which are number 9, which are number 10. which are number 11, which are number 12. Quarter to 1 means the short hand would rest on number 1 and the long hand will rest on number 9. When we are reading quarter to, then we must note that the hour hand must rest on number 9. Are we together? Are we together? Yes. When the hour hand rests on number 1 and the long hand, minute hand, rests on number 9, we are reading quarter to 1. And the hour hand rests on number 2, quarter to 2. And the hour hand rests on number 3, quarter to 3. The hour hand rests on number 4, quarter to 4. Or the hour hand rests on number 5, quarter to 5. In this case, this is quarter to 6. Whether AM or PM, depending on when you are reading the time. Are we together? Don't make the mistake. Quarter past. Now we are reading quarter past. Are we together? Quarter past the time. Are we good? Very good. Quarter past now means that the long hand has shifted to number 3 and it is resting on number 3. Quarter past. The long hand or the minute hand is resting on number 3. Check the slide. Thank you. It's resting on number 3. Therefore, the hour hand is now resting on number 2. This will give us quarter past 2. When the hour hand is resting on number 4 and the minute hand is on 3, it is quarter past 4. When the hour hand rests on number 5 and the minute hand remains on number 3, it is quarter past 5. The hour hand rests on number 6, quarter past 6. If the hour hand rests on number 7, quarter past 7. If the hour hand rests on number 8, quarter past 8. If the hour hand rests on number 9, quarter past 9. The hour hand rests on number 10, quarter past 10. And the hour hand rests on number 11, quarter past 11. The hour hand rests on number 12, it is quarter past 12. Now, if the hour hand rests on number 1 and the minute hand rests on number 3, we say it is quarter past 1. In this slide right now, the time is quarter past 2. Are we clear? Beautiful. After the hour, what we call after the hour hand is not resting precisely on number 3, number 9, or number 6. No, but it's resting on all other numbers. Depending on the number that it's resting on, I mean the minute hand, as is the case right here. Here we have 5, 10. Therefore, we say 10 minutes past 9. Sorry, 10 minutes past 10. 10 minutes past 10. That is the time. From this point to this point, we have 5 minutes. From this point to this point, we have 10 minutes. From here to here, 15. To this point, 20. To this point, 25. To this point, 30. That gives us half of the day. Okay, so when the minute hand is reading in between or resting on all other numbers, then we should be able to read the time accurately. If the hand is on 9, the short hour hand is on 9, and the long hand is on 10. Sorry, and the long hand is on number 2. It means 5, 10, 10 minutes after 9. If the minute hand rests on number 3, quarter past 10. If it moves on to 20, 20 minutes after 10. If this long hand moves to this number 5, it will give us 25 minutes after 10. Are we together? And thus we continue in that manner. Are we together? Reading the minutes of the time. Types of clock. Let's move on to know, to recognize the different types of clock that we have. The different types of clock we have. We have the analog clock. The analog clock is that clock that have all the numerics on it, clearly and beautifully written. Yes, clearly and beautifully written. Are we together? In this example you are looking at, we have the time modeled up. So we cannot accurately say that this is a correct analog. So what we will do right now is for us to do something unusual. And what will be the unusual thing for us to do? What will be the unusual thing for us to do? Okay, we will continue. Are we together? We will now go to our box office, and there we will have to get a better picture of our clock. Are we together? Are we together? So that our arrangement of the clock will not be disappointed. Will not what? Be disappointed. Do you get that? Very good. Very, very good. Now, let's look at what we are saying in the proper perspective. In the proper word, perspective. Let's look at what we are saying in the proper perspective. Are we good? Beautiful. Are we together? Yes. We were saying that the clock itself has, are we good? Okay. Very good. Very good. We are saying that the analog clock is a clock. That is the clock. Yes. The analog itself is that clock that needs, excuse this please. Let's open up to the slide once more. And then let's see what we can do to correct this clock hanging out here. Is that clear? Beautiful. We can adjust this clock, yes, and then place a correct clock. Place a correct one on the beautiful. Yes, we can do this easily. Yes, we can make up for what omission and mistakes quite easily. Very good. Yes, thank you for observing that. Yes, yes. And then we do it right. Yes. There is nobody that is perfect, my dear. Yes, yes. It's an oversight. So let's take this. I think this clock is better than the last. Yes, this clock is better because this is the real analog clock. This is the real analog. Yes, you have the numbers clearly written with the minutes. The minutes from here to here is 5 minutes. From here to here is 10. From here, 15. From here, 20. From here, 25. From here, 30. Are we together? And it goes on and on until it gets to number 12 that reads 60. This is the analog clock. Pardon that omission, pardon that error, okay? So let's move on as we intended. My dear, this is digital clock. When you see this kind of writing on a wristwatch, on a clock, you are sure to know that this is an analog clock. Sorry, a digital clock. Is that clear? Is that clear? Beautiful. The auditory clock has to do with your ears. It has to do with your ears. You must hear it. It must ring. Example is your alarm clock. Are we together? Your alarm clock. Yes, yes. It's an auditory clock. It has to do with your hearing. Yes? When it rings out, you hear it. You wake up from your sleep, from your slumber. Why? Because whenever you set the alarm, it's intended to keep you alert at a particular time. Yes. So let's move on. Let's move on. Are we together? All right. So we move on to the next clock. This is the tactile clock. The tactile clock is meant for people that have visual disability. They have visual disabilities. Okay? So for them, it is not easy for it is not even something that they can do. So just look at the time and tell the time. No. They have their own special kind of clock or wristwatch that aid their reading the time. Tactile clock is for people that are visually disabled. Yes, it uses recording of voice. No. The tactile clock, are we together? Yes. People with imperfect vision. Yes. Visual disabilities. They use this clock to tell the time. And it's just like setting it ready for blind readers. You know, they use their fingers to do their own reading. Yes. So, using time wisely. How can you, as a as a pupil, how can you, as a growing child, how can you, as a literate child, how can you use your time wisely? First, identify your time waster. What are the things you do that waste your time? Quarreling, butting into other people's business, searching for what is not lost inside your bag. It's time, it's a time waster. Not paying perfect attention is a time waster. Getting easily distracted from your focus is a time waster. Roaming about when you should be seated for learning. Oh my dear, it's a time waster. Yes? So identify your time wasters and get rid of them. Get rid of them. Yes. Learn to overcome them. Yes. Oh, it's happening in the other class. I must know what is happening there. I'm going. I'm watching. Why? You have something doing. You must concentrate on what you're doing and not get distracted. Once you are distracted, you are engaging a time waster. Learn to say no. 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 No, not right now. No, I'm not interested. No, don't do that. No, stay away from me. Yes. Learn to say no. No to all forms of distraction. No to time wasters. No to anything that removes your focus from your vision. No. Learn to say no. No. Are we together? Then you must learn to commit to success. Commit to success. Make sure you are success-minded. You are excellence minded. You want to get to the top. You must get to the top. What are the things, or what must you do to enable yourself to become a success story? What are the things you must do? Pay complete attention. Let your mind and your focus be rested at every point in time on what you're learning. Say no to distractions. Map out strategies to help you. Yes, you can draft your own timetable to help you improve in your learning. You can give yourself exercises. You may engage yourself in listening to oral English. Yes, listen to good speakers to improve on yourself. You don't just, in fact, the bottom line is commit to success. Anything that will make you successful, commit your mind to it. Commit your mind to it. Commit your position to it. Commit your attention to success. And you will be successful. Are we together? Beautiful. What are the importance of time? Time. Reminds me of that song. Yes. Time waits for no one. One waits for time. Use your time successfully. Oh, my child. Time waits for no one. One waits for time. Use your time successfully. Yes, my child. Yes, use your time successfully. Time is measured in hours, in days, in months, and in years. That is how time is measured. Once the hour is gone, that hour may never come, will never, not me, will never come back. Once the day is gone, you have added one more day to your age. Once the hours pass, yes, you have added hours to your age. When the days go by and the months go by, you are adding days, months, and even years to your age. Do what you must do. Learn to do what you must do and ignore all other things that are irrelevant to your life. 2, importance of time. Time punctuality and discipline is vital for a better life. Punctuality. Come to school in time. Going for your lesson. Remember, time is flying away. Time waits for nobody. The time would not wait for you. The time set for school is 7 o'clock. You must be in school early. Prepare yourself for classes early enough. Be there to learn. Once you start from now, you will attain that discipline that goes with time consciousness or time punctuality. What's the essence of coming to school when we have finished 2 periods? Of what use? The 2 periods, will you gather them back? It's not possible. Those times are gone. So it's good that you subscribe to time punctuality. Be there when you have to be there. Be seated when you must be seated. Be ready for your teachers and concentrate. Because what is taught now, yours truly, will not go the same dimension or direction that it was taught, that will be taught later. Do you understand? Very good. So we move on to number 3. We need time to work, to eat, to sleep, and to accomplish our daily chores. Yes, there is time for everything under the sun. The Bible says there is time for everything. Therefore, the time for you to work is now. The time for you to eat. There's time for you to sleep. There's time for you to play. I do not understand when it's lesson time. Some of you just roam about and want to play, distract others. It's not acceptable. You understand? It's not acceptable. There is time for everything. And there's time for you to accomplish everything you have to do for the day. You don't laze around. You time yourself. Time for homework, time for classwork, time for sleep, time for rest, time for play, time for television. Do you understand? There must be time for everything. There's time to eat. You don't just eat anytime and every time. No, you eat at the specified time. Do you understand? Beautiful. So, number four, skills are impacted by how much time we invest or put in your writing, your comprehension, your mathematics, your mental math. If you dedicate time to studying these things, you will improve. Of course, you will improve. Now you are taking your time off or time out to study online. I bet you will be better improved than that child that is not attending online class. Do you understand? So the skills are imparted by how much time we invest. You are investing your time to upgrade your academics. Yes, beautiful. You put in your best. You have to, of course, you have to put in your best. You know that. Yes, you put in your best effort, your best foot, and therefore you become a better student. You will rate higher. Your success goal is staring you in the face. Do you understand? Yes, beautiful. Number five, it's a time duration between life and death. Importance of time. Time is a duration between life and death. Nobody knows when he or she will go. We are all alive because of the grace of the Most High God. Nobody knows when that grace will be lifted. You don't know. You wouldn't know. So now that you're here and you have the privilege or privileges, please enjoy it. Don't abuse the privilege of attending online class. No, don't abuse it. All right? Don't abuse it. Yes? Your parents are putting in their best to ensure that you come out the very best. Don't abuse that privilege. Don't abuse that privilege. It's a privilege given by God Himself. And so, enjoy your family, enjoy your beautiful mommy, enjoy your wonderful daddy, enjoy the provision they are giving to you, enjoy the success they are pushing you towards. Enjoy it and make sure you succeed. That's the essence. That's the essence. You have it today. Enjoy it. Glory in the gift of God for you and your family today. Is that clear? Beautiful. Time is eternal. It does not stop or wait. Time does not stop. It will not stop for you. No. That you want to remain 8 years old for the next 3 years, it's not possible. Time cannot wait. It rolls on, and on. Do you understand? It will not wait for you. The time cannot wait for you to sit down all day, attending only to one subject. It will soon be closing time, and everybody will go. The teacher will go home. Everybody, in fact, the school will close for the day. What would you do? What would you say to yourself when you are lagging behind? No, you mustn't lag behind because time cannot wait. What you must do quick. You remember that one. What you have to do quick. Why? Because time will not wait. Time cannot stop. It is impossible. It cannot stop. Neither can it quit. Are we together? Beautiful. Are we together? Yes. Let's give a recap of what we have been saying so far. Oh, yeah? My dear, we have said that time is a part of our lives that is measured in minutes, that is measured in days, that is measured in months and in years. We have said the times of the day falls into AM and PM. Times of the day, PM and AM. Are we together? Did you get that? Beautiful. We have also said that we read the time according to the o'clock. We read time quarter to. We read time quarter past. We read time. Are we together? Yes, half past. We read time, half past, quarter past, yes, and of course, we also read time to the hour. Reading the time to half past, reading the half past time will mean that the long hand will rest on number 6, and the hour hand can rest on any other digit indicating the hour. So once the long hand is resting on number 6, you should know, or we should know, that we are reading half past. Is that clear? Beautiful. Then we talked about the reading the hour. The hour is when the long hand is resting on number 6, and the hour hand is resting on any other number, as long as the minute hand is resting on number 12. The minute hand rests on number 12, and the hour hand can be rested on any other number. All right, and there you will be reading the time by the hour. Are we together? Yes. After the hour time, that is when the long hand, the minute hand, starts selecting the minute to rest on, starts selecting different minutes on which it must rest. That is when we say we're reading the after the hour hand. Types of clock. The digital clock. Are we there? The auditory clock. Are we there? Are we together? The auditory clock is the one that has to do with sound. Yes? We move on. Then the tactile clock has to do with special needs. The ones that have problems with their sight. Yes. Yes. They are visually challenged. The tactile clock is used by visually challenged people. Then using time wisely, we have said identify your time wasters so that you will trash them. You will trash them. Your time wasters. You use five whole hours to sharpen one pencil. What's the meaning of that? You sit down with that small, beautiful, delicious lunch that your mommy has made. You sit down there from lunchtime to closing time. What's the meaning of that? It doesn't make sense. Others would have finished, they would have joined the class, you will sit down and be stuffing your tummy with that delicious food, which would have taken you 3 hours, 4 hours, and then it's closing time. Then when it's closing time, still wouldn't have finished to pack those things, pack the lunch and return it home. You are wrong. Identify your time waster. Identify your time waster. Learn to say no to your time wasters. Say no to your time wasters. Yes. Commit to success and excellence. Make sure you commit yourself to becoming the best of the best. The best of the best. You need to work at it. Yes. To become successful, To commit to excellence, you need to work at it. Yes. Make up your mind. Tell yourself the great stories or the greatest story of success. Remind yourself of the reason why you must stop your plan. Yes. Draft a timetable for yourself. Yes. Follow through on your promise to make yourself a success. Yes. Commit to success. Why? Because your parents are committed to your success. That's why you're online. You can't afford the device, neither can you load data on the phone or whatever device you are using. You can't. It's your parents' responsibility, and they're doing it right so that you will in turn become a success. They are committed to your success. Therefore, wire your mind, to becoming a greater success. Are we together? Very good. Very good. Yes. And that brings us to very good. The end of today's lesson. And before we go, we say thank you. Thank you for being here online. Thank you so very much for joining us. We hope to see you. In fact, we hope to see you. I hope to see you. God first hopes to see you the next lesson. Yes, don't fail. Yes, yes. So please stay safe. It's your civic responsibility, your social responsibility to stay safe and ensure that everyone around you is safe. Wash your hands regularly. Use your sanitizer, your nose mask. Ensure you use them when you're going out. Keep social distance, especially from strangers. Yes? Yes. Make sure you do that. It's your responsibility. Yes. Beautiful. Why? Because Mr. COVID-19 is still very much around. So when we do this, you wash your hands, sanitize your hands, you ensure you cough into your elbow, sneeze into your elbow, yes, into your elbow. It's a social responsibility so that COVID does not spread around. Yes, beautiful. Stay healthy. Make sure you stay healthy. Eat well, sleep well, play enough. Don't overplay, play enough. Yes, and stay very healthy. Don't allow any fever to come near you. Don't allow fever. No, 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 no. It's not acceptable. So kick fever out of the house. Yes. And please stay focused. That was what we were saying about being committed to success. You must stay focused to be committed to success. Are we together? Excellent. Yes. Stay focused and God bless you. See you some other time. Yes. Bye bye.